Hey, what's going on, folks? The Creative Duelist here, and I've been making decks creative since 2016. Welcome, folks. Today I'm here with my Saxo Weapon deck profile. We got some new support from the, I think it's Lightning Overdrive. It took me a little bit of a while to obtain some of the cards, because this card was not really expensive, but it wasn't exactly cheap. But I managed to get all the cards that I pretty much had, and just got the deck together. But anyway, I'm going to go over my card choices and all that good stuff. So yes, starting off with the monster lineup, I've got the triple, I think it's Sexal, are they called soldiers? I can't remember what they're called, but basically the Extended Sage. Let me zoom in for you guys so you can see. So basically, if you control no cards, you can special summon this for free from your hand. And if you use it as a material for a Utopia monster, the Utopia XYZ monster gains the effect where you get to add a rank up magic spell from your deck to your hand. Very good. And then we've got triple Arm Sage. Sage pretty much works similar. Basically, if you control it's a little different, but if you control a level 4 monster, not itself, so if you control any other level 4 monster except itself, you get to special summon it from your hand for free. So you typically summon that, and then you special that, and then special this. That's typically the basic bread and butter combo. But basically, does the same thing, except when it becomes a material for the Utopia monster, you search for a Sexal Weapon monster from your deck to your hand, which is pretty good. So this searches the Sexal Weapons, this searches your rank up magic spell, the Sage, the Ascended Sage, pretty good. Then I've got the double Utopic Onomatopoeia. I've only got 2, but 3 is definitely an option. It just helps to basically set up your basically get your Utopia out and go for your and equip all your Sexal Weapon monsters, so your Utopia becomes beefy. Then we got the double Dododa Wharf, and then double Subaba Chio, I think it's called. Subabancho. Bloody hell, I'll try saying that 3 times faster. But these are just there to just basically get you free special summons. I might play the, what is it? Not Trick Clown, Hat Tricker, because these, these are very good. They help you. The whole point of playing these is just to help you get into your Utopia as fast as possible. You don't want to brick, you don't want to, make an awkward turn. You need to get into your Utopia real quick, so that you can equip all your Sexal Weapons. And speaking of the, speak of the devils, the double Sexal Weapon, Asura Strike. You target a Utopia, you equip it from hand or field, the Utopia gains 1000 attack, and it can basically attack all your opponent's monsters, which is pretty good when it's equipped to the Utopia monster, so it gets the benefit from the effect. Then 1 Sexal Weapon Tornado Bringer, and 1 Lightning Blade. I do have 2, but they're very easy to search now, because before you'd play 2 because obviously you had to hard draw them back in the day because there was no way of searching these. But now that we've got the Sexal Weapon support, you can just search these, so they no longer become bricks and you don't need to play multiple copies. But it's up to you if you want to play more, but I think this is enough. They're very recurable through other means. But basically, Tornado Bringer, you equip to Utopia. Utopia gains 1,300 attack points. Same thing with Lightning, except it gains 1,200 attack points. Bringer protects your Utopia monster from being targeted, and Lightning Blade protects it from being destroyed by card effects. And if it would be basically destroyed, if your Utopia monster would be destroyed while it's equipped to Utopia, you could basically just kill these off instead. So it's pretty good. There's always some form of protection. Then 1 Fenrir Sword. It's just testing it out. I don't really see anyone play this, but I wanted to play it because I like the fact that it can recur back Sexal Weapons from the graveyard when when the equipped monster, basically Utopia, destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends to the grave. So it's good for grabbing back any like sexual weapons that you can't retrieve back in that means, so it's pretty good. And then one Pegasus Twin Saber. It's okay. Basically, if your opponent has like at least 2,000 or higher life points than you, it's a free special summon, and you target Utopia, equip it, and it gives the Utopia 1,000 attack. And once per turn, if this card, while this card is equipped to the Utopia monster, you can negate a monster effect that your opponent activates on your opponent's field, which is pretty good. So it's not bad. And that's going to round up the monster lineup, folks. Alright, onto spells. So triple Onomata Para, just basically just there to search for the Dododo and basically search the monsters really, pretty much, just to help you get them to your hand really quickly. Then triple rank up magic Sexual Force. I know people played 2, but I love playing 3 of this. It's so good. Like, this is like the best rank up in my opinion. It just helps you get into your sexual weapon XYZs really quickly, or you can just rank up magic into another Utopia monster, which is pretty good. And also, like, once you've summoned that monster from your extra deck, you get to get a sexual weapon, or I think, are they called, correct me in the comment section, I think they're called sexual soldiers. I might be wrong, but anyway, you take it from the deck and then you just place it on top of your deck. And if your opponent has more life points than you by 2,000 or more, you get to banish this card from grave and draw a card, which is pretty good. So you get to basically stack and draw if the life point difference is there. Then this is the best card, triple sexual construction. It's, oh my god, it is like, I wish we had this card so soon. In fact, I think this card might have been banned if, like, when we had the sexual XYZ monster, which just negates all your opponent's field effects. This card would be banned because it's just such a free search. You basically just reveal one card, and then you basically swap it for a sexual weapon or a sexual soldier or a sexual spell and trap or rank up magic or rank down magic. It's such a good card. Gotta play at 3. Really good. Then I'm playing the triple XYZ import. I was quite confused as to why people played multiple, but my god, it's so good. You just absorb your opponent's monsters and just put it to, like, just give it as a material to your own XYZ monster. So you just give it to Utopia for free. Really good. And it's quick play, so it's responsive. Very good card. Now I do play the double Generation Force because I do play the double XYZ Change Tactics to search for that. I do play the one Sexual Entrust, the one Onomata Pickup. It's just there just to like alter the just to help us search for the Onomata spell. That's the main reason why I play it, pretty much. Then one Rota, one Upstart, one Double or Nothing, Reborn, Call by the Grave, and one Sexual Alliance. This card is really good. You just YOLO, basically. It's pretty good, especially if you're losing. And that's going to round up the main deck. Let's get on to the extra deck, folks. Alright. We play one Sexual Weapon, Dragonic Halberd. You can basically, you can detach material, search for a sexual spell and trap. You can also target a Utopia monster you control, put this card as the equip it to the Utopia monster. Utopia gains 3k, and when the equipped monster destroys a monster by battle, you get to special summon into your field any number of sexual weapon monsters equipped to it. Really good, so you can basically OTK. Really strong. And moving on to the rest. Just a minute. Here we go. So we play the one sexual weapon, Leo Arms. I do apologize. I think it's in Japanese. The English one was bought out for some weird reason. Like, it was all bought out as soon as the set dropped, which was very silly. So I couldn't like get the English one. But regardless, It does the same thing to it does the same thing as Dragonic, but it's a bit different. So when you detach material, you search for a sexual weapon instead of a sexual spell and trap. And then also you can basically make this as, you can equip this to the Utopia monster, and you can make the Utopia monster attack twice, which is really good. And then moving on, speaking of Utopia, we got to play 3 copies of Utopia, pretty standard. Then double Utopia Ray. I always like to play Ray because it's, especially with change tactics, because if you got change tactics, just smack Utopia on top, smack that. It's a pot of greed essentially for just a mere cost of 1,000 life points. I'll happily pay 1,000 life points for 2 cards. Then one Utopia Ray Victory. This is just a push for game. One Ray V, because it's such a goon card. It's really good. I think Ray V slept on. One Lightning, just to run over a monster. One Ultimate Dragonic Utopia Ray. It's okay. It's not bad. I like playing it. This is kind of a boss monster in the deck. And one Utopic Dragon. We can make this, so we can just, like, if you need a beat stick, just make Utopia. Like, if you had like a very subpar play, you can just dump the rank up magic spell, smack Utopic Dragon, and you've got a boss monster for free. And then these are just the rest of the extra deck monsters I chose to play. Emerald, just to recycle any XYZs from that we've already used, or any sexual weapons. But yeah, that's going to round up the main deck, extra deck, and the whole profile. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please remember to leave a like, comment down below, and give me your thoughts. But yeah, Creative Duelist, signing out, peace.